A woman recently took to the internet and disclosed that she didn't get the memo. Check it out.
See, I didn't know that this was well understood assignment that black people weren't going to show up to these march to the protest. I didn't know till I got there, and I was like, why is it just white people? Where are all the black and brown people? Like, I don't get it. Like, why are we fighting for them and they're not here? Hello. It was all old white people. And those old white people were all safe because the black people weren't there. Because the black people are the reason they show up, the police and the martial law people try to come in the first place. But across every state, there was no danger because there was no police there policing. And why weren't they policing? Because there were no black people. And that statement is scary because the violence and the attacks and the injustices that are happening in every state are to black and brown people. So that's why we have to be there for you. I was going thinking I was putting myself potentially in danger, and I was willing to do it. I don't get white privilege. I don't understand it. It's wrong. But I get why black people chose to sit it out.
So you saw there a white woman saying that she did not get the memo that black and brown people were not going to show up to these protests that took place on the 5th, which was a hands-off protest saying to the government, keep your hands off of you fill in the blank, right? So she says she gets it, however, because if we would have showed up, specifically black people, because she spoke about us more, that the police in the military and everybody else you can think of would have showed up too. They would have win. They would have exacted harm on us as they usually do. But she noticed how safe they felt. And she talked about the older white people that were there too. They were able to protest in safety, knowing that the police was not going to show up to do nothing to them because we were not there. Then, of course, she talked about white privilege and how it sucks. So I want to say this. Thank you very much for disclosing your epiphany and that you didn't get the memo and you understand. But the other thing is, let's be honest. It was your white privilege that allowed you to stay at home in the confines of your living room and watch all of the mayhem take place from the television, the mayhem that was taking place amongst black people as we were out there saying, hey, it's not right. Whether you are, deleting our people by police brutality or, somebody black is running and, some white men with guns want to take him out because they felt like he shouldn't be there. Whatever it is, you got to watch us protest and go through all of that. But see, the other thing you didn't say, and I think you should have said it, is that you as a white woman, because she says she was out there. She says, I was fighting for black people, brown people, LGBTQ, white people, Christians, Muslims, Jews. This is what she was saying. It says something when she, as a white woman, is out there. It says that she is feeling the pain too, because see, her homie in the White House don't really care about white people like that. He cares about rich people and very wealthy people. Now, I don't know how much money she got, but I'd imagine it ain't enough to keep her at home. So she out there and she says, I didn't care if I got hurt. I was willing to do that to fight for everybody else. But, again, you got off the couch because it came to visit you. And the other thing is, if you really fighting for black people, help us fight for this reparations check. Because that's what we want. And I know you know what we want. So, we don't necessarily need you to get out there in the street and scream and holler. We know that really wasn't for us. It was for you. But if you really want to put your money where your mouth is, go to your people and say, let's help get black people reparations because they deserve that. That's the ultimate fight that we're trying to win. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, Demetra